Welcome to Grandma Dot's Kitchen. We got a good one because I'm on my way to the store to get my ingredients that I need for my Thanksgiving sweets, my table of sweets. And for the sweets, we're going to have Mississippi pound cake, we're going to have Mississippi old-fashioned sugar cookies, and we're going to have Mississippi sweet potato pie. And so I'm on my way to the store. I want you to go with me. Let's go. I got my bag and I'm ready to go. I had to get used to bringing bags to the grocery store, so I keep them in my trunk so that I won't forget, because I will forget. I get the regular pie crust because I don't like the thick. I don't like the thick. I'm going to get some vanilla flavor. I'm going to get some brown sugar, dark brown sugar, and I want some vanilla flavor.
Meat department 104, meat department 104.
Vanilla flavor. I want all natural extract. I gotta go to 15 to get my canned milk. Oh yeah, here it is right here. I like to get carnation. Cream cheese. Cream cheese.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to get some cream cheese. So I'm going to get the Stater Brothers brand because it's cheaper. Okay, cream cheese. Get butter. And there you have it. I have everything I need. So all the other ingredients is at home already. So I don't need to buy anything else. Hello guys, I'm back from the grocery store. Welcome to Grandma Dog's kitchen. I have the milk. I have the cream cheese. I have the butter. Okay, I have the pie shells. I buy the pie shells already made because it's cheaper. It's cheaper for me to buy them already made than for me to make them. And they're very good. They're very delicious. All this other stuff I had right at home. I'm going to make sweet potato pie. So we're going to get started on our sweet potato pie. I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, I've been boiling my sweet potatoes for 2 hours because they're pretty big, and it depends on how big they are is how long you boil them. Okay, so they're ready, and we're going to take them over to the counter, and we're going to put them in the mixer. Okay? Yes, so I'm going to put these potatoes into the mixer. Okay? They're already boiled, and they're ready to go in the mixer. Okay. Okay, now we have our potatoes all peeled and they're in the mixing bowl. So we want to turn the mixing bowl. This is a cup of this little can right here. So all we need is 1 cup. Okay? And we want a stick of butter. Now your butter needs to be room temperature. Okay? So we're going to use a stick of butter. So your sauce, room temperature, okay. And we're going to use a half of this cream cheese. We're only going to use half of it, so we're going to cut it in half. Half of it is about 4 ounces. That you like, whatever your preference. Okay, all right. Okay, and make sure it's room temperature. And then we're going to add our other ingredients. We're going to use 2 cups of sugar. Okay. Now some people use sugar and brown sugar, white sugar and brown sugar, but I just use all white sugar. But it's up to your preference, okay? And then we're going to use a teaspoon of salt, and then these other ingredients is going to be a teaspoon. It's going to be a teaspoonful of allspice. A teaspoonful of nutmeg. Now, some people don't put a lot of spices in theirs, but I like to spice mine. That's what we do in Mississippi. We put the spices in, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay? And you'll see the difference because the spices makes a big difference. Okay? So let's let it cook. Let's let it beat for about 3 minutes. So we're going to add our 1 egg, okay? And break the egg first in a bowl so that if you see any shells, you can take it out, okay? So 1 egg, we're gonna let it beat for about 2 minutes. Now this is the last ingredient. We're going to put a tablespoonful of pure vanilla flavoring. Okay, I like the pure vanilla. I don't like the invitation. I like the pure vanilla, okay? All right, so we're going to put a tablespoonful in. And we put that in last, okay? All right, now when we put the last ingredient in, which is the vanilla flavor, about 1 minute, we let it beat about 1 minute, okay? And then it's finished and it's done, okay? Now it's finished. It took about 10 minutes for all the ingredients, for us to get all the ingredients mixed. And now we're ready to put it in our baking pan, okay? I preheated the oven for 350 degrees, and we're gonna cook it for an hour, okay? All right, so all we do now is we're gonna take this off, and then we're going to scrape it. Okay? And then we're going to put it in our pan. We're going to put half and half. Okay? All right? Try not to put too much, because if it'll bubble over and it'll get on your stove. You have to do cleaning. So we can have some left. That's fine. If you have some left, that's okay. Because you don't want it to bubble over in your oven. All right? Okay? So now we're going to go into the oven, and we're going to put it in the oven for 1 hour. And so 342, it will be ready. 242, it'll be ready, see? Because it's 142 now. All right? So we're going to cook it for 1 hour. 242. And I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like. Welcome back to Grandma Dodge's kitchen. So my pies are still cooking. And I'm going to do my pound cake, okay? So for the Mississippi pound cake, rich pound cake, you're going to need 1.25 cups of sugar. You're going to need 2 sticks of butter. You're going to need vanilla flavor. You're going to need 3 eggs. You're going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You're going to need salt. And you're going to need baking powder, okay? And you're going to need lemon, okay? I'm going to mix the lemon with the vanilla, and I'm going to use 1 lemon, and I'm going to grate the lemon peel. I want a teaspoon of this lemon peel, so we can get all the flavoring of the lemon, okay, in the cake. And you're going to need a pan, and I'm going to use this pan, this pan right here. Okay? So, let's get started. All right, so that should be a teaspoon of lemon peel. That's what I want, a teaspoon of lemon peel, okay? Okay. All right. And then I want a tablespoonful of lemon juice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the juice of this lemon and I'm going to juice it. Okay? All right? So now what we're going to do first, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to beat our butter. Okay? We're going to make sure your butter's soft. Okay? So we're going to put it in the blender, I mean in the mixer. Okay? So we want to cream this until it's nice and creamy. I would say about 3 minutes. Now we're going to add the sugar. It's 1 cup and 1/3 of a cup. So it's 1 cup and 1/3, okay? All right. We're going to let that cook, beat for about 2 minutes. Okay, now see how light and fluffy it looks? Alright, now we're going to start adding the other ingredients because see, we want it nice and fluffy like that, okay? Alright? Okay? The next thing we're going to add is our lemon peel. And then we're going to add our lemon juice. Okay? And we want to beat it for 2 more minutes. Let that beat real good. Okay, now we cut it down to low, and we're going to put a 1/2 cup of milk. Okay, all right, a 1/2 cup of milk. And let's scrape the sides. Let's turn it down a little bit so we can scrape the sides. And we want to beat every time we put some ingredients in, we want to beat it real good. About 2 or 3 minutes. Alright? So we cut it down on low so that it won't splash all over us. Okay? So we're going to let that beat for 3 minutes. Now we're going to put 2 cups of all-purpose flour in the sifter. Okay? That's 1. That's 2. Okay. We're going to add a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to add a teaspoon of baking powder. Oh, here's right here, baking powder. And we're going to sift it together. All right. Now we're going to start adding this in, okay? We're going to add a little bit at a time. We're not going to add it all at one time, okay? All right. Yeah, they're coming along real good. Real good. Okay, so I'm going to cut it down a little bit so it won't splash. And then I'm going to put some more in. And let it about 3 minutes. Now, this is the last amount. I'm going to put this in. Put all of it in now. Okay? And you can cut it off while you're putting it in so it won't splash on you, or so that you can get it all in. You want to get it all in. And then we're going to start it back. And we're going to put it . Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the eggs, okay? So remember, you can crack them, but we're going to add 1 at a time, not 3 at a time, 1 at a time. And we're going to let it beat real good 3 minutes after each egg. Now in Mississippi we use Crisco oil. Shortening, okay? Not oil, but shortening. And we grease our pan. You just take your hand and just grease it real good. Okay, so you just grease it. Just grease the pan. Now, sometimes I use non-stick spray. But I'm doing it like we do in Mississippi. In Mississippi, we didn't have non-stick spray. I don't think they had invented it yet. Because remember, I left Mississippi when I was 16. And I'm almost 76. So things has changed a lot since then. You know what I mean? But you can use either way it works. Okay? Alright, so you just want to make sure in every line or every little area, just make sure it's all nice and greased, because I like the indents in my cake. But you can use, if you don't have that, you can use whatever pan you want. Okay? Put my second egg in. Okay? So we're gonna crack it. Alright? And pour it in. So we do that just in case we see piece of shell. You see, that's why we do that. But after each one, you're gonna beat it. So what you're gonna do is cut it down a little bit so that it won't splash out, and then cut it back on. Now we're gonna do our last egg. Cut it down so it won't splash. And then cut it back. Three minutes. We're gonna make sure it. And with this one, I'm gonna cut it off and I'm gonna scrape the sides. Because it's scrape the sides down. Get it all down so it can get mixed real good. Okay, see that? Now we're gonna cut it back on. Now this is our last ingredient we're gonna put in, and we're only gonna put in about 1/4 of a teaspoon, okay? All right. We're gonna let it beat. So, welcome back. This is finished. So let me cut it off. All right. And we're going to take it. When I was a girl, I used to love to eat the dough, the raw dough. You know? And I'd hang around the kitchen just to eat the raw dough. We didn't have mixers like we have now. We had spoons. And I would get the spoon all the time. Okay. So we're going to put it in our greased baking pan. Okay, we used to have spoons. We didn't have mixing bowls like we have now in Mississippi, and so I would always get this spoon to lick it. Good. My mom always gave it to me. And so what we're gonna do? Just shake it. And we don't have to worry about shaking it too excellent, because when it get hot, it's gonna spray it out. Okay. Welcome back. It's 2:47, so we gotta take the pies out, the potato pies out. Okay. Oh yeah, this is nice. These are good too. nice. Now these are the pies, and this is the way they should look. And then you have to let them set, and before you slice them. Don't slice them right away because it hadn't set, and so it'll crumble. But let it set. I would say about a half a day before you cut them. Okay. Now we're going to put our pound cake in the oven. So we're going to put 300 degrees for an hour and a half. Welcome back for this episode where it's all about our sweets, our sweet tooth for our Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, so I have shown you how to do the sweet potato pie. It's already finished, and I have 1 hour left on the pound cake. It's in the oven, and now I'm going to do my last dish for this episode, and it is going to be Mississippi old-fashioned sugar cookies. Okay, now for our Mississippi old-fashioned sugar cookies, we're going to need wax paper, 2 eggs, 1.5 sticks of butter. You're going to need vanilla. You're going to need baking powder. You're going to need salt. You're going to need all-purpose flour, and you're going to need sugar. And you're going to need confectionery sugar also. You're going to need 2 types of sugar, the white sugar and confectionery sugar. Okay? All right. Let's get started. Okay? So first thing we're going to do is take 4 cups of all-purpose flour. And we're going to put it in the sifting so we can sift the flour and the baking powder together. Okay? So that's 4 cups. So we're going to take 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and we're going to take 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now we're going to sift this together. Okay, now we're going to put our butter in our blender, okay, we got to have a stick and a half of butter in the mixing bowl. Okay, so make sure your butter is soft. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to have 1.5 cups. So this is 1/2 cup. So I'm going to put three of these in here. Because you need 1.5 cups. Just a little bit more because that wasn't quite 1/2. Okay, now we're going to beat this until it's nice and fluffy. Okay. So about 3 minutes. So I'll be back. My 3 minutes are up. So now I'm going to add my eggs. Okay? So remember, you crack them first so that you won't get no shells in your okay? And I'm going to add my vanilla. And shake it up good. Make sure it's okay. We add a tablespoon and a half of vanilla extract, okay? And we're gonna let this be for 3 minutes. And then after that, we're gonna add all of this. So we'll be back in 3 minutes to show you how we're gonna add this. Okay, we're going to put our last ingredients in, which is our dry ingredients. We're going to add it to the batter. Okay? So beat it slow. Remember, don't beat it too fast because you don't want it to pop out. And I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like. Welcome back. Now see, this is our dough. Okay? This is our cookie dough. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, we're not going to roll all of it out at once. We're going to roll it out in sections, okay? So I have my cookie sheet here. And so what we're going to do is take all of this out off the mixing. Okay, now in the mixing bowl. This is our dough. So we're not gonna roll. We're gonna cut the cookies in sections. I'm not gonna use the whole dough at once. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to grease our cookie sheet, okay? All right. I got 2 sheets here, but we're gonna do one at a time, okay? And then I'm just gonna show you how to do one. And this recipe, you don't have to let your dough get cold. You can, you know. So this is fast and this is easy. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is we are going to use this. This is wax paper. Okay. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our confectionery sugar on the wax paper. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to get a ball of this dough. And I'm going to get my rolling pin. I'm going to roll the cookie out. Okay. And so what we're going to do, now you can use whatever cookie cutter you have, okay? I'm just going to use these glasses right here. And I make sure this is all-purpose flour right here. So I can make sure that it cuts the dough. So you see there? Okay. And you can cut them all at one time if you want to. But we're going to lay them down. And we're going to put them in the oven, 350 degrees, for 10 minutes. It don't take but about 10 minutes to cook. Okay? So I'm going to finish doing my pan, and then I'll be back and I'll show you the finished product. Now, you see, my cookies are here on the cookie sheet. So I'm going to put them in the oven for 10 minutes. Or until, and I look at it, if it's 10 minutes and it needs a few more minutes until they get golden brown. Okay? So this episode, I use both ovens because I have two ovens, and I have to, at holiday time, I have to use them both. So I'll be back. And this is my other oven here. We got a pound cake in it. See how it is rising? But I don't want to open it too much because it'll fall. But see there? It's rising. Welcome back. Now, this is the Thanksgiving desserts. Okay? This is a pound cake, Mississippi pound cake. And we have the cover that goes on it to keep it nice and fresh. This is the potato pie. We have two potato pies here. Okay? This is the cover that goes on to keep it nice and fresh. Okay? And then we have the sugar cookies. Now, after the sugar cookies, if you're going to decorate the sugar cookies, make sure they are cold. Wait till they get good and cold before you decorate them, okay? All right? And remember, I have a cookbook, Dorothy's Mississippi Soul Food. You can go, you can order it from me. If you order it from me, I'll autograph it. But you can also order it from Amazon. Amazon, you won't get it autographed, okay? If you order it from me, I will autograph it and send it back to you by return mail. And the address is on the screen right there for you. So if you like my recipes and you like my channel, will you please like and subscribe and get your friends to do the same? Amen? All right now. Now remember also that I have another channel. I have another YouTube channel. It's called Peace Through the Storm. Okay? Because it is our spiritual food. And we teach you how to navigate through your storms in life. Because everybody in life is going to have storms. And we were built to outlast our storms. But we have to be trained how to do that. Remember that you're not born how to do it. You have to learn how to do it, okay? And so we may not have control over our circumstances, which means life and people, which we don't. But we have control over our thinking when we come to a storm. And it's how we think and how we act, we are able to weather the storms in life. We're able to be more than conquerors. We're able to be victorious. And that's what we teach you at Peace Through the Storm. So go to my channel at Peace Through the Storm, like it also, and give me some comments, and subscribe also. Okay? All right? Happy eating to you, and I'll see you next time.